Right. So now that we have moved on from the religious crap of every religion, right? One, the brahmachari thing. Two, the evil in Islam. Three, Christianity, right? Now we have moved on from those things, right? We can move on in terms of discussing solutions, right? Solutions to life's problems, right? Solutions to life's problems, which is simple, right? But we humans like complexity, right? We like complexity, we like bureaucracy, right? We like to serve our colonial masters, still we like to serve, like we like to bow to them, right? And this is what my videos are trying to help us come out of, right? We don't bow to oppression, right? So if it is right, so my suggestion, which I forgot to mention yesterday, right, is to utilize the University of the West Indies space, right? You know, always we like to say in UWE that UWE is like a representation of Trinidad and Tobago, right, where the cultures, the peoples, right, all that. What UWE is missing, right, to include it as an entire Trinidad society is homeless people, right? Vagrants, homeless people, provided that they are interested in being sheltered, clothed, etc. Right? Because I have some of them who really are arrogant out there now. Right? Arrogant homeless people. There are a lot of arrogant homeless people, but I could understand where their arrogance is coming from, to be honest. Right? You don't be spending your whole life living in a cardboard box outside on the street and be expected to have a normal human behavior. Right? So social development ministry would know how to treat with these people because you are so well trained in that area, right? You are specialized in that area, Ministry of Social Development, right? So we are calling on the Ministry of Social Development in conjunction with the University of the West Indies staff, right, and management, right, to move out homeless people, provided that they want to be moved and they agree to be moved, to be clothed, sheltered, right, so that they can begin to reintegrate themselves into proper functioning of society. At least not even the proper functioning, but at least a bare basic human level, right? A basic human level, because that is the point of Caribbean sociology. You don't spend years and decades reading theory and teaching about poverty, right, and human development, right, and you don't spend years and decades teaching about poverty, homelessness, right, and the ills, social ills, and we can address these issues, right? It doesn't make sense. It is contributing to that same British thing they're trying to dismantle. So we are about the practice now, right? Now that we have moved on, right, from the theoretical aspect, we can move into the practice aspect of it, right, where we can actually utilize the departments, right? There are departments. You could convert departments into rooms. A single bed is not expensive. People are willing to donate. People are willing to give. There are a lot of people in the world, right, in the country that are willing to give certain things, right? The university has space, right? The university has a lot of space. In fact, for one, disposable toilets, disposable bathrooms. There are actual physical toilets, there are actual physical bathrooms, right? There's facilities, there could be clothing arrangement, there are apartments in UWE, right? There are apartments within the university, right? So we could help some of these one mentally ill people outside of the hospital and help them to be reintegrated into society. One, two, homeless people, right, from the country to go, and there's sporting facilities. You have a swimming pool, right? Unfortunately, many people deem this pool, when I was back in my days, as the AIDS pool, right? Because I don't know what kind of rumors be spreading about them thing, but it's have certain ways you could get AIDS, certain ways you could get herpes, certain ways you could get all these things, right? So we are breaking all these stereotypes about these things. I bathed in that pool that was deemed the AIDS pool a good couple times, right? And I didn't get AIDS yet, right? So there's a pool, right? There's table tennis, there's lawn tennis, right? There's cricket, there's football, right? There's a lot of activity within campus. There's walking, you can walk, right? There are a lot of things you could do at the University of the West Indies, right? That could help, right? People can provide food, there are cafeterias, people can donate food, right? There are a lot of things we can do, right, to stop this theory in Caribbean sociology about right? This and that. Talking, examination. Imagine you're writing an exam about poverty and it's still have homeless people on the street, right? We shouldn't be doing that, right? We should not be doing that, right? So this is about that. So I am willing to help in this once as I get somebody, because I have the vision, right? So what I need is a group of people or persons, I don't know, in my generation, after my generation, before my generation, whatever, right? So I have the ideas, I have the vision to help the situation. What I need is people who are trained in the area, right, to assist in implementing it and carrying it out, right? So that is what this particular video is about, and I hope somebody could take heed of it, because this bureaucracy and this examination thing is what is holding back real development from taking place, right? And addressing the real issues that we write about, we talk about all the time, right? So we will pick up tomorrow if I come up with any other thing that I want to speak about regarding how we could go about addressing the ills in our Caribbean society without intervention, because apparently these people, like, they just want to sustain underdevelopment in our region. So we can go about addressing this issue regarding these things, right, for ourselves.